So I saw somebody asking about the best way to do personas in a Slack group a week or two ago about should I be creating them if they're just really not useful? And I think it was a case where their buyer type looked like a whole bunch of different people. And they were asking, should I get into the normal demographics and stuff? And my take on that is usually no. If doing the persona work leads you to see there's just a whole variety of different types of buyers, then the persona itself is probably going to be a distraction. If there's nothing really that separates this person from that person based on normal demographic types of things, then a very traditional persona is not the answer. In that case, you want something like jobs to be done. And so jobs to be done, instead of looking at who is buying, looks at why they are buying and what is the problem that they're hiring you to solve. In many cases, especially with content marketing, that's going to be a better fit for figuring out who you're talking to, why they're reading or watching what you're putting out, and then telling them basically what they're looking to hear or learn about from your content. And so it's possible to mix the two. You can have a more traditional persona and say, Henry is a marketing manager and here's the problems Henry is trying to solve or things like that. But to me, it still adds a little bit of distraction. I'd rather have maybe a cluster of people attached to a job to be done and use actual customer examples of here's 3 of our actual customers that hired us to solve this problem. And here's a couple of different customers that hired us to solve this problem. And you can see some differences between those groups of people. Like this person's a marketing manager in-house, this person's a marketing director at an agency, and they have different things they're looking to solve with the product. So we'd speak to them differently. And to me, that's a little bit more helpful than just focusing on the persona itself, is really focusing on why are they talking to us? Why are they hiring us? Why did they pay for our product or our service or whatever it is that we have? So that's often a better approach. And I think it's more actionable for content when you understand the problems, because it's easier to brainstorm all these different variations of content ideas based on the problem these people are trying to solve, as opposed to just who they are and their day-to-day situation and things like that.